Welcome to another video, post-mortem on my channel, Blue Bag of Borelli. Good evening, this is Isaac. Our fourth loss for the season. It was a fait accompli. It was always going to end this way. At half-time, we led by 4 points. Fourth time this year we've led at half-time. And the fourth time in the second half, we've just gone cold. I don't know what it is. Is it in the mind? Is it physical? Is it a lack of confidence? Is it all of the above? Obviously, the talent isn't there. You could really see it. We're fumbling. We're missing targets. We're poor old Charlie Kerner. Everyone bags my boy Triple C. But what could he do tonight? He scored one goal. He took that chance. He scored one goal. How would you be a forward playing in this team at the moment? Hang on a second. Let me ring his mate. Let me ring his mate Mackay, because I've had a gut full of Mackay and I want some answers. I don't want during the week the club that I support for so long, the club that I pay my membership every year. I don't want an excuse when Voskets asked at the presser. I'm not going to talk about that. Well, I want you to talk about that. I want to know why Mackay, who's on about 1 million bananas in our top 5 players, why isn't available? Now, we'll probably still lose the game, but heck, mate, he's got to make some sort of a difference. If anything, he's going to be a good foil for Mackay. Because guess what happens with Kerno, poor bugger? They just sit off him. You know, at least he'll give us a second target to kick to. Maybe he might kick a goal. What's the story? I've heard all sorts of rumours. What? You telling me, Mackay, are you telling me that you're not playing because you broke up with your girlfriend? Please don't tell me that. I can't accept that you're not playing because you've broken up with your girlfriend. Are you on drugs? What is it? What is the reason? When Voss gets asked, don't give me, I'm not going to answer that. We want answers. We have 100,000 members that want the answer. We want the answer. And then on top of that, Elijah. Now, I've got to be careful what I say about Elijah, because I have friends that I know that are related to him. Maybe they know things that I wouldn't. Well, they should, because they're family. But I've heard all sorts of rumours about Elijah. I don't know. I don't want to say. But what I'm going to say to you, Mackay, if you can't play this game of footy because you're heartbroken over a girlfriend, I'm sorry, mate. I'm going to give you the Coleman Medal booklet, pack your bags, pack your locker, and I'll trade you. I've got Tom de Koning that I need to recommit to this club, and I'm concerned that he's gone. I'm concerned that he's going for the money. He's probably been best on ground almost in every game of these first 4, and yet it's not enough to get the chocolates done. George Hewitt battled hard and played okay. Hollands did okay occasionally, good and bad. Cripps had his colours lowered, despite kicking a nice goal in the first quarter.
Take not clean, but it might work out okay. Doherty puts it in front of the runner, and Fogarty, who goes over the top to Cripps, and Cripps to make it 2 for the Blues. He's got it!
Our Smalls again do nothing, and again I get a phone call and I get text messages about Matty Owies. Is Matty Owies really going to take us to the promised land? Am I going to be talking about Matty Owies every week, every month, until the end of the year? I'm telling you, Matty Owies is only going to move the needle so much. Mighty Mitch McGovern, you've got so much skills, you've got so much talent. You're one of the most fumbliest panic merchants I've ever met. You have a beautiful kick, but where's your cleanliness? You fumble, you miss handballs, you're not clean. I don't understand. You get ragdolled by a smaller guy. Then when you're on a bigger guy, they're too big for you. And here I am wanting to smash the TV. Jesus is battling a lone hand with Wiedering down back. We cannot get the ball out of our back third or back 50. Once it gets hemmed in there, it's repeat entry after repeat entry. Repeat entry after repeat entry. And eventually, we're going to leak a goal. Now, that scoreline flattered us because after half time, they were so inaccurate. So that scoreline flattered us. And Motlop, yes, I know David Page. I know my club very well. I don't need you to tell me, David. I know my club. Motlop is an average footballer. But we don't have anyone else up forward that is small. We've got Fogarty, we've got Motlop, we've got Orazio Fantasia who's injured, and that reject from your club, the club of battlers and working class, Port Adelaide, Evans, and he was also, prior to that, at Matty Mason's Geelong club, the Privilege Club. Yeah, I know, he's a depth player. Motlop should have scored that goal in the last quarter. I've had a gutful against the team that I hate the most or equal most. And then I got Mr. Dacos, the father. Last year he gave us the bird in the crowd. What an arrogant guy. And tonight he's a big head. He had to salute to everyone so that they saw him on the big screen. Okay, Dacos, we know you're a great player. Sit in the chair. Don't make it about you. I don't care. I've had a gutful. We're zipping 4 and we have gone downhill very quickly. We are playing like a bottom 4 club. Our skill level is poor. We did try and attack the corridor a little bit more tonight. We did. We don't have the players that can bite off the kick. And then you got Mackay who's getting over his girlfriend. Harry, are you playing for home and away? Are you in Neighbours? Are you in Days of Our Lives? Or are you in the AFL? Are you playing AFL professional footy? Pull your head in, put the jumper on next week, and play the frickin' game. Now, if we lose to West Coast next week in Gather Round, which I am going to be at that game, I'm not really sure what I'm going to say or do, because if we lose to West Coast, who do not play well away, oh goodness me, Lord help us. Tears are falling. I'm heartbroken. The season is done. The season was done after round 1. Collingwood are happy. They're laughing at us. The race to 17 for Carlton is finished for this year. We don't have a first round pick, so more pain. Remember in the Rocky movie, Rocky 3, when Clubber Lang said, pain and more pain. And there is more pain coming for this blue bagger. It's going to be a hard watch this year if we don't improve. Now, you're going to lose the game, but give me some bit more excitement. Score a few more goals. Our goal scoring has dried up. Completely. Oh, dearie me. Sardi should be doing more. Now, Walsh was a lot better tonight. However, I know what Walsh can be to our club, and I know what Walsh can do for our club. So, yes, he was a little bit better tonight, and the stat sheets will show that he was better. He tried, he laid tackles, he likes getting his hands dirty. But I need Walsh impacting in the front half inside 50. Not mopping the ball up on the wings, in the back line. Okay, it was better tonight, but we need him to be a lot more. We need him to be the number 1 pick. I need him to get the lightsaber and start doing work like a Jedi. We've got Jedis in our team, but they've lost their lightsabers.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor.
We've lost we've lost our firepower. I've lost my faith in navy blue. I will still love the navy blue, but I've lost all hope. I've lost all faith. I've had a gutful. Tears are falling. The tears are falling. There's a song called Tears Are Falling. And that's how I feel tonight. Now, DeConing, have you got us under the thumb? You're another one. I love you, TDK. You're playing well. But what is your position? If you're going to stay with the club, why do you need to have me and everyone else stressing whether you're going to sign on the dotted line or not? Now, Collingwood will make the 8 this year, no problems. I'm not so sure if they're a top 4 side, though. Excuse me. I'm not so sure if they are a top 4 side. They haven't beaten much tonight. Shout out. They're another supporter base, the Collingwood supporter base. They're in the privileged club category. Now, there's 4 clubs in the privileged club category. Matty Mason's Geelong, Clint Favalaro and all the Hawks supporters, and a shout out to the late, great Steve Davis. I miss you. It looks like yous are going to go on another flag hunt. Joe Izzo, yous are a privileged team. Collingwood are a privileged club. And maybe the Swans are a privileged club. That's 4. If you follow Carlton, we're a cursed club. My wife said enough. She said she's not going to watch any more games this year. Well, if we keep this up, we're going to lose another generation of young kids. There's no hope at the moment for me. I'm seeing a very bleak forecast for the rest of this year. And if we lose to West Coast next week in Adelaide, I don't even want to think about what's going to happen. So, DeConing, here's my message to you. Are you going to take the money and be a mercenary, front-ended, I've heard, 2 million. How are we going to compete with 2 million bananas, Dukes? Out on the streets, we are dreamers. The season's already done. TDK's got us under his thumb. Ooh, heartbroken. Ooh, heartbroken. Well, win, lose or draw, I love my club. I'm hurting. This game will hurt even more because it's against the Pies. What more can I say? This is Isaac. Leave your comments down below. Tell me, are we going to beat West Coast next week in Adelaide? I cannot contemplate a loss against West Coast here next week, with all due respects. Win, lose or draw, I love my club. To follow this club, only a blue bagger knows the journey, and the wilderness is getting more lonely and more lonely by the week. I'm going to try and stay positive, and I'm looking forward to next week to see if we can notch our first win on the board and finally have a lick of the ice cream for 2025. I'll catch you next week.